So you moved to Alaska in 1969, right? You drove up the Alcan.
1953 Ford 2-ton truck towing the Branch Strader trailer that's in the shed, and then Joe was driving the Volkswagen independently, and he wrecked it, and then we all, Mom, Kay, Joe, and I rode up in the cab of that truck to Fairbanks, and then we got down to about where the tin cabin is now, and can't remember how we cleared it, probably with a chainsaw. We built a A-frame. It was with 20-foot rough cut lumber at a 45-degree angle. So it was quite and no bracing. Yeah, there was bracing about 2 feet down. And originally we put the Branch Strader in there, and the logs, the poles that are the structure for the silver cabin, we built around that in under the safe frame. And then Dad came up from Clear and said that was kind of overkill because we were plugging up that A-frame there, and that could be used for a garage.
So this was a trailer inside of an A-frame?
With that pole surrounding that's now the silver cabin around it.
The tin
right.
cabin? Okay.
So then we took it down, moved everything to where it is now, and put it back up, freestanding dirt floor, and between the spaces with the birch poles stuffed moss we got out of the swamp there. And then I think later on that summer, Joe and Kay built that wooden floor in there.
So that moss was your only insulation. You had a wood stove and...
Nope, didn't have a wood. We had a 3 kilowatt Onan generator running in there, and the heat from that is what heated it. We slept upstairs. Joe and I did. Kay and Mom and Dad slept in the trailer. And yeah, it was like 50 below outside and 10 below inside.
And the generator ran all the time?
Yep, all the time. And it kept...
That was pretty loud?
Yep. And then we'd rigged up a heating wire for the water and ran down to the spring, and we had a pump like it's at Cedar Creek. We dug a well house there and put the pump down in there. And I believe there's I think it was that field wire, and we had a light bulb down there to keep the pump from freezing there too.
And how long was that pump run?
Well, it was rigged up to run. It had a pressure switch, so anytime you turned the water on, you had water there.
Okay. And that was year round? Did it ever never froze up? Yeah.
It was in a box we built out of 6x6 rough cut and stuffed with moss. We gathered a lot of moss and surrounded the pipe with that and wrapped it in visqueen, and with that heating field wire, it did fine all winter.
And so upstairs, that was just some cots or beds up there?
Mattresses on the floor because there wasn't much headroom there.
And so the generator was able to heat both the trailer and the...
No, it didn't heat the trailer. The trailer had a propane heater in it, so it was just the cabin. But it didn't do...
So you went through a fair amount of fuel heating? Were you making fuel trips every week or something?
Yeah, we hauled it in that crew cab Volkswagen pickup, 55-gallon drums. I think the Onan ran 5 gallons a day, about the same as a Whitty would there.
Okay. Yeah. So that there was an A-frame before that, and then parts of the A-frame went into the tin cabin? Or is there anything left of that?
No, yeah, it's on Brad's cabin there.
Okay.
He hauled it up there and disassembled it.
And what was the A-frame? What was the roof made out of on that?
It was all just the same tin there.
Okay.
It's aluminum corrugated. And actually it was quite a structure. You can figure 20 foot legs there, and there was plenty of headroom. Actually, it was a pretty nice little place there. And I think we did insulate it with factory insulation.
So just a few days ago, we went through the tin cabin and did a big clean out. And what were any memories of what was it like going through that, all the stuff in there, and having lived in there at one time?
I didn't think too much about it. I think as time goes on, you don't get too caught up in stuff. It wasn't like a great experience there. I mean, it was hard. But I did find that little calendar from Beverage.
How long did you live in the tin cabin?
2 winters.
Okay.
2 winters and summers. Let's see, 1 summer and 2 winters, I guess.
Mm-hmm.